Thomas the Tank Engine had been working in the coal yards all day. The little blue engine was covered in coal dust, said his driver. Said Thomas. But the engines were too busy arguing to notice Thomas. James was talking loudest of all. Huffed Henry, confided Percy to Thomas. Retorted James. Thomas was fuming. Next morning, as James was being repainted, Henry had an accident. Laughed James. Replied Henry. Soon James was showing off his paintwork. Reproached Percy. Advised Terence. Snorted James. And he huffed away. But James was wrong, said the Fat Controller. So James didn't. By the time he arrived at the yards, the weather had changed for the worse, said a truck. James ignored them and set off. Soon they came to a hill, and his driver knew they were in for a difficult time. An old tree close to the track was being blown by the strong winds, and the rain had weakened the slope. All of a sudden, the tree moved. Cried James. But of course, the tree couldn't. James tried to reverse away from the tree, but his train was too heavy. Then he heard a whistle. Called his driver. James felt embarrassed and worried that Thomas would laugh at him, but Thomas didn't. He knew this was no time for teasing. Whistled Thomas. Replied James. They were just in time. Later, James spoke to Thomas. Just then, Edward bustled in. Everyone was very happy.